What is going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having an awesome day. I just thought I would bring up a topic and kind of get it out there for everyone, that something I have learned and an aftermarket part that you can get for these trucks that I would highly not recommend anyone to get, because I have just had issues. And then I live up here where it snows and you gotta drive in the salt in the wintertime, and then that just causes even more issues with your vehicles. It is Aftermarket Fender Flares. So I can say that on this truck, the flares do look pretty good on it. I would probably rather have the factory ones on it, but that's what came on the truck, and then I'll let you know why I haven't switched them out here in just a second. But then also where I'm at, of course I don't have much stick out, but according to the state inspection, you're only allowed to have your tires sticking out 2 inches. So these things do add 2 more inches to your truck to keep it within the inspection limits here where I live here in West Virginia. But yeah, so I've had a little bit of issues with these things. Like, I went there a couple months ago and I went to ceramic coat this truck, and I'm gonna take the flares off. That way I can ceramic coat everything on the entire truck, even under the fender flares. I said make sure they're in good shape, because of course if you're driving in salt and stuff, salt gets up inside them and builds up and everything else, then you have issues with rust and everything else. But they were spotless, pretty much, so just a little bit of stuff, and when I went and clay barred the truck, it got just a little bit of little black specks off of it, so they're spotless underneath of them. But then I ran into the issue of where this rubber seal around here goes around the truck there. It was rubbing, and how it rubs, it's all set into place. I don't understand how it would rub, but the rubber ring around there was rubbing, and there's a line around that right there where that rubber ring was. And then I can say that, of course I can't now, but I went and fixed them. But yet before I fixed these, I could go and pull these out and stick a whole finger down in there. That's how much they pull out. So they do pull some. So I don't like it. They rub on the truck. But I went and got me some 3M double-sided tape, and I started down here, and I went the whole fender flare with it, the whole fender flare, and then try to help protect that and keep that from rubbing the truck and rubbing on the paint and everything else, and then also keeping it from being able to pull it out where you can get salt and everything else done in there and cause rust issues and everything else. But yet I can say that on my vehicles, on my personal vehicles, I will never put another set of these on there. These ones are on this truck when I got them. I've just messed with them since then and fixed them to keep them from rubbing, keep from getting salt down in them, try to keep them in good shape underneath of there. But yet then you also got, that's the major issue with them that I don't like, and that I wouldn't recommend anyone getting them. They don't look bad on a truck. The truck doesn't look bad. It's not an awful look for them. I don't mind the look, but I would prefer the factory OEM flares to go on this truck. I would have bought them and painted them and stuff and put them on the truck, because they ain't gonna rub. They might get a little bit of salt done in them, but they'd be easier to wash in and rinse out behind and all that good stuff, but wouldn't rub on the truck. The other issue is that I like to keep my vehicles nice and clean. As you can see here, the truck's pretty clean, but then you gotta look, and when you're cleaning all this, you got all these grooves, and you got to get up inside there to clean them and get it all clean up inside there. Just pain in the butt to get up in there and clean around them all, and then you got the bolts you got to clean around and everything else. It sucks trying to do clean up around them and all that. But I wouldn't recommend. I'm sure a lot of people like them out there, and there ain't nothing against them. I'm just giving my opinion on why I'm against them, and why I don't like them, and the reasonings behind it. Because I just didn't like it, because it rubbed. I ain't able to put the factory fender flares on it if I wanted to, because of where it rubbed. There's a line. I went and I buffed on the truck and tried to buff it, but yet I was afraid of going too deep on the truck and buffing clear through the clear coat, trying to get the ring out of it. So I was worried on that, and that might be something I try to do at a later point. But right now I fixed these ones up good to go for the winter. And yeah, but I just thought I'd let everyone know my experience with them and the issues that I've had with them, and why I won't be buying them again. thanks everyone for watching. Hope I was able to give some people some good, useful information if they're looking to invest in a set of these flares for their truck, or some things in the back of their mind to think about whenever they're buying them. And just thanks everyone for watching. If you haven't been here before, get down and click subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Get over to our Instagram channel, 67 Hills on Instagram. And thanks everyone for watching. Have a blessed day.